Alright, what's going on everyone? Today I have a really quick video for you guys. Today's install on the 675SS. We are going to be installing the LED strips that go in between your rear little cowl hoods. I ordered this off Amazon. I will leave the link in the description. The kit basically comes with double-sided tape, the lights themselves, and the little tiny module, and some wipies for you to clean the surface, and the tape can basically stick on the best it can. So let's get onto the bike and see what we have to do to be able to install these guys. Alright, so from what I've seen, we start off by taking the rear seat. This might not be necessary, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take off the main seat, and I'm gonna expose the wiring so I can see exactly where we're gonna be connecting everything. And the little tiny module, which this is what makes the LEDs be able to connect to the app that they offer. So you can change basically all the colors, and if you want to put the rainbow effect, anything that has to do with the LED strips, this guy takes care of it. So it does come with 4 wires, obviously red, black, this is a blue one and a green one. So I know for these 3, power, ground, and I believe this is signal wire. I might be wrong. So let me go through the actual pamphlet and I'll see exactly what wire is what. And I'm gonna double check and exactly see how we're gonna be able to connect it and splice in with these guys. Alright, so now that I know the lights work, what I'm gonna go show you guys is basically how to be able to connect these into the R1 tail light plug. So let me figure out where the wires go so I can connect these 2 together, and I'll be right back so I can show you where exactly you put each wire onto the plug. So I'll be right back. Alright, before I start, I want to show you guys how to take out the pins. So you do see this little black tab. You gotta put something in there and push it down. Just obviously get something that does fit in there. Perfect. So once you see, I don't know if you can tell, but you see how this tab is up, this tab is down. That allows you to pull this guy out. Then you can obviously slice in the wire into here and plug it right back in. Alright guys, so I just finished the wiring. Both of these guys are on, but I do want to give you guys a fair warning. The ones that I bought and I'm linking down in the description only work as a light show. So obviously you can have custom lights on the back and turn signals. These guys do not work as brake lights or tail lights unless you keep it on the red option on the LED. But if you step on the brake, these guys will not flash. Just giving you guys a heads up. It does not come with the actual brake light wire. It comes with the positive, negative, right turn signal, left turn signal, and that's it. So keep in mind, these guys are only turn signals, not brake lights. Alright guys, so the wiring is fairly simple. It wasn't rocket science. You just had to play around with the wiring a little bit. I did do something different. Instead of getting power from the actual connection from the R1 tail light, I ended up stealing the positive and negative for the license plate light. So I spliced into the green for the negative and brown for the positive on the license plate for the R1 tail light conversion. And now you only have to mess with 2 wires. So your green wire is your left turn signal. That one connects to the white connector on the connection going from the tail light to the OEM connection. So keep in mind, I've spliced into not the OEM side but the R1 tail light side. So green to white, that would be your left turn signal. And then we also have blue to yellow. Blue to yellow is your right turn signal. And just to show you guys right and left, This is right, and this is left. And then the hazards as well. So if you guys do go and buy the kit that I'm obviously installing, keep in mind this is what you will have to do to make sure the right turn signal and left turn signal are connected properly. Our next step is we need to figure out how to hide all this junk. So I'm just gonna tuck all the existing wires in here. I'll hide these a little bit better with the connection. There you go. So tuck all the wires in down here. There you go, perfect. Then I'm going to grab this guy. And I'm going to place this guy right there. That is perfect. That is not moving anywhere. And the lights still work. So that's probably the cleanest setup you can do and still be able to put things here. If you do need like your registration or anything in there, you still have room. Alright, so we're going to install it. I'm going to start off by peeling only halfway. Make sure the wiring is tucked in here. I'm kind of annoyed just because my 360 stick is in the way, but I'm going to try to see if I can work around it. Obviously the other side is going to be way simpler because there's nothing in the way. And for those of you guys telling me to push this down, the clamp that I used actually bent the tube, so I can't put it all the way down. But it is what it is. We'll make it work. So we'll start at the very bottom, making sure everything is straight, or as least straight as it could be. There you go. That looks nice. We're gonna start moving upwards and work with the tape slowly but surely. I wouldn't recommend taking the full tape off instantly, just in case if you have to do a little minor adjustments. Peel it off and keep going. So perfect, there you go. Make sure this thing is in there. Press down on the corner. That's probably the most important spot you want to double check, just because it's a really awkward bend. So make sure that thing is stuck down to it, and bam. That thing looks so clean, bro. Sheesh. Alright, let me install the other side and I'm gonna give you guys a look about what it looks like completely finished. But everything works. I'll be right back. Let me install the other side. So now that I'm done, I got all my things that I hide under the passenger seat in there. Make sure this thing closes. Alright, so everything is back on. We have the passenger seat and the regular seat. Let's start off the sequence. Perfect. So we have that working. We have the left turn signal, right turn signal, hazards, and then like I mentioned, these do not work like brake lights. So the brake light obviously works, but these guys do not work as brake lights or tail lights, so keep that in mind.